Noli,
Nobody fucking with me.
we finna make this shit happen.
Doing it 'cause they can't do it.
Played the front in the morning, hit the back when the sun fell. Hiding transactions from the neighbors so they don't tell. Regardless what we spread, this bitch won't hide the dope smell. Niggas get popped, sent to jail as hell, dope tails. How the fuck you still on the bricks with open dope sales? If they ain't did it already, believe they gon' tell. Outsmart the rookies, so the sergeants on our coattail.
Yo, what's poppin', man? What's to it? Y'all already know how the squad do it. You gotta stay moving to get through it. I hope everybody is blessed and stress-free. And if you ain't, start knowing you can so you can stop thinking you can't. And bro, I am sore as hell, gang. Like, I'm talking about sore. Yesterday was leg day in the gym, so it's like you do other exercises in between your leg workouts, you know what I'm saying? Because it's like you can still use your upper body. So, I chose to do some shoulder exercises with legs yesterday, and I am sore. I am feeling it today. Also, by the way, be on the lookout for my mini vlog series, The Road, coming soon. Which one will you take? I mean, it's gonna be a pretty dope mini series. It's gonna be a vlog slash movie type of deal, like episodes and everything. People in it, all that. Go also, man, stream wherever you listen to your music at, man. Go type me in, add me to your playlist. I'm telling you, you will not be disappointed. You hear me? I ain't doing none of that bubble gum, you know what I'm saying? Twinkie rapping. I ain't doing none of the ABCs and the, let's go do drugs rapping, you know what I'm saying? And I ain't none of that, low key weird conscience. I'm a musician. I make music, man. Go check me out. You feel me? But other than that, though, man, how y'all doing, man? Tell me, let me know, man. Put it in the comments. Let me know how you doing, how you feeling today. What was it like for you today? You know what I'm saying? When you woke up this morning, like, was you ready? Was you prepared for the day? Like, I wake up and I try to make sure, like, I'm overly prepared. Like, I'm overly prepared for the day, you feel me? But I wasn't prepared for this, though. You know what I'm saying? So, I didn't even know that this could happen. Like, this is something that's new to me. Like, I didn't even know that this could happen. So, Courtney Hale, I would say Hale. I wouldn't say Haley because it's not a Y there. But, I've seen way worse spellings for some common names. But Gorgeous Doll, right? She's a dancer who used to dance at Magic City in Atlanta. Now, if y'all know what Magic City in Atlanta is, then you feel me, like, you know what it's like in there. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was just in Atlanta, for the debut. I went and did one of my songs on the debut. So be on the lookout for that too, man. They finna drop that pretty soon. Hopefully, I went off in that month. But yeah, though, so we was out there and shit. I went to Magic City, and I mean, I ain't gonna. It was overrated to me, like, but all of it is really overrated to me. It's not really like something brand new. Like, to me, I feel like, if she ain't crawling on the ceiling, you know what I'm saying, and then did a backflip off the ceiling while she taking her clothes off and then dropped down fully nude, I done seen it. You know what I'm saying? So unless she do that, unless she come flying in that bitch with a cape on, I done seen it, man. So but what I didn't never know though is that you can sue them. A dancer can sue them. So Gorgeous Doll, she decided at some in March March of this year to file a lawsuit against Magic City. Now, what's crazy is this, right? And this to any dancers that might see this or come across this, and hey, look, if you worked there, if you worked at any strip club and you feel like you was did wrong or something, man, you can probably learn a little something from this lawsuit that she filed, because I seen some stuff in here when I was reading it that I didn't even know was like real, was like a possibility and stuff like that, right? But anyway, she's saying that they didn't pay her. They was, keeping money. I don't know how many dancers who ever worked at Magic City that might see this, you know what I'm saying? But I guess some dude named Baller, that y'all called him, the dancers called him, or but he would come in and he just take money from the females and just dip, like, and the owners didn't care. Like, it's crazy what she's saying. But so I've had my fair share of dealings with strip clubs and women in strip clubs, and it was always, I always thought to myself, like, what you mean you gotta tip the security, you gotta tip the DJ, you gotta tip all that sounded like to me was that the strip club was making the girls pay their employees, basically, because there's no way that y'all employ them, but yet we have to tip them out every night for doing the job that you've, because see, when you get security, right? If I hire you to do security, then I hired you to do security on whatever I need secured. That don't mean that, because somebody made some money in here while you was doing your job, that they have to tip you out. But it's a common occurrence in the strip club, you know what I mean? And I never understood that. And then the DJ too, it's like, why is they tipping you to play music? Like, that don't happen in no other clubs in the world. But you go in a strip club, the strippers got to tip out the DJ and shit. So, you know what I'm saying? I didn't never understand that, but after reading this, I understand a lot. So Magic City, you know what I'm saying, or Michael Barney, whoever he is, but this is the Paradise Entertainment Group. Doing DBA means doing business as. So this is the group, and then they doing business as Magic City, the strip club, right? But what she's saying is right here, this is a wage and hour case brought pursuant to the minimum wage provisions of the Fair Labor Standards Act. Now, in case a lot of y'all don't know what that is, like, it's a lot of things that's set in place for people as far as working in the United States, right? That prevents the employer from getting over on you. Because if the employer gets over on you, then that means that the IRS comes and fucks you up because of some shit that didn't go right. So when the employer ain't doing what they supposed to do, you go tell the big people, the people going, you know what I'm saying? So this is what this is, right? But so what happened was that she brought up, I guess they was keeping her money, and then the dude who was coming in and just taking money from him and shit, and they end up firing her. So when they fired her, she filed a lawsuit, and these moms end up trying to say that, oh, well, she was a disgruntled employee. Like, all of this that I'm scrolling through right now, this is just like, y'all could pause to read it if you want to. But like, it's just like stuff that's kind of leading up to what's going on, and like specifics of what's happening, like who Magic City is, who the Barney dude is, the roles that they played, and all of that stuff, right? Now, this is where it starts to get to that point, right? Okay, so we're going to start right here at number 40, right? At all times, material here too, Hale was not exempt from the minimum wage requirements of the FLSA by reason of any exemption, which means that, right? So she's supposed to get minimum wage, period. And you know, like minimum wage for a job that get tips ain't the same as minimum wage for a job that don't get tips. You feel me? So at all times, material here too, Magic City did not employ Hale in the bona fide professional capacity within the meaning of 29 USC 213. At all times, material here too, Magic City did not employ Hale in the bona fide administrative capacity within the meaning of 29 USC 213, right? At all times, material here too, Magic City did not employ Hale in a bona fide executive capacity. So now when they're putting it like this, you know, they're saying that these are all of the facts that shows where her hourly rate should have not been smaller than what it was, right? She should have been getting exactly whatever minimum wage is in Georgia, right? At all times, material here too, in the course of her duties for Magic City, Hale did not supervise two or more employees, meaning basically she was a dancer. You know what I'm saying? Now, this is where all of the factual stuff comes in, right? So she was a dancer there from 2022 to 2023. So if any of y'all who see this, if you danced at Magic City between September 22 and September of 2023, then you probably know her and what she's talking about, and y'all probably went through the same thing, and y'all need to go get y'all money, shorty. So, number 49, at all times during the relevant time period, Magic City failed to compensate highly on a salary basis, which means that she didn't get salary. That's all they saying. She didn't get salary. At all times during the relevant time period, Magic City contends that it compensated Haley on an hourly basis, meaning that Magic City is saying, hey, no, we paid her hourly for, you know, her work here, right? At all times, material here too, Hallie was a tipped employee within the meaning of 29 USC 203T. At all times during the relevant time period, Magic City contends it compensated Hale at an hourly rate of $2.13 per hour plus tips. Gang, that is crazy work. So when you saying plus tips, now I mean, don't get me wrong. Yeah, a dancer can come in and she can have a $300-$400 night. She can have $1,000 night. She can have a $1,500, $2,000, $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 night. This is true, but $2.13. I don't think that's. I could be wrong. I don't know what the hourly rates is or the minimum wage rates ever. I've never known them, you know. But I just would have to. Matter of fact, we ain't even got to do all that. I'm finna see right now what is minimum wage. How much is minimum wage? We finna see this right now because that's crazy. That is crazy to think. How much is minimum wage in Georgia? $5.15 an hour, but most employers must pay the federal minimum wage of $7.25 per hour. So that is why this is a federal lawsuit that she filed then. Okay, so hey, ladies, if you in Georgia, if you ever go to Magic City to work, you are supposed to get paid at least $7.25 an hour federally, right? So that wow. Hold on, gang. So at $7.25, that means that they didn't pay her $5.12 an hour, bro. That 512 can add up. At all times relevant, Magic City failed to inform Hale of the provisions of 29 USC 203. At all times during the relevant time period, Magic City took advantage of an FLSA tip credit with respect to the hourly wage it allegedly paid to Hale. Oh, wow. Okay. At all times during the relevant time period, Magic City required Hale to share her tips with employees who did not customarily and regularly receive tips. Specifically, throughout the relevant time period, Magic City required Hale to share her tips with an agent of Magic City nicknamed Baller, actual name unknown. Okay, so now this is where this Baller dude comes into play. So whoever he is, like gang, I mean, bro, if oh man, that's a lot of money. That's a lot of money. Like, you know what I'm saying, to whoever this Baller dude is, because you got to think about it, right? Like, if he's doing this to a lot of females every night, every shift, he's getting a lot of money for doing nothing but just walking in, you know? So, ladies, hey, if y'all was around at this time and you know who Baller is, then, you feel me, y'all might can go get up with Shorty and start a class action suit, you know what I'm saying? And now y'all can get y'all money. Or y'all can sue them individually if y'all want to and really put belt to ass. I mean, especially if she win. I wouldn't sit back and wait, though, for her to win. Like, I'll go and team up on their ass. Group down, you hear me? Plaintiff was required to pay and did not... Hold on. Plaintiff was required to pay and did pay other kickbacks as well, such as a house fee of $100 to $300 per night, DJ fees of $20 to $100 per night, and security fees of $50 to $100 per night. So now, right, on the high end of that, right, that's what? That's $500 a night. On the high end, that's $300 to the house. You feel me? $100 to the DJ and $100 to, and you know you paying that $100 if you've been to Magic City and it's on one of them nights where it's a shower, it's a dollar shower in there, you're definitely paying the highball to everybody. So imagine, put it like this, imagine it being 15 girls on that night, right? The DJ is making upwards of fucking 300 to, you see what I'm saying? Like a night, gang. Like, and then the houses, even the security. That's nuts. Throughout the relevant time period, Hale normally works shifts at Magic City on Thursdays, Fridays, Saturdays, and Mondays. So that's, if you count that up, right? She said the house fee on the low ball is $100 a night, right? So that's Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Monday. So even if she's just doing $100, that's $400 that she's coming out of automatically to go there and work at a job where she's supposed to be. Now, this is what's crazy, bro. And I always said I didn't understand it, but after reading this shit now, they been jerking y'all, gang. Ain't no way. So if I'm paying minimum wage, I shouldn't have to tip nobody out. I shouldn't have to tip nobody anything. Like, I'm getting paid minimum wage. Why am I paying the house? The house is supposed to pay me for my time. So if I'm getting paid $7.25 an hour, and she said 11:30 to 3:30, so what? That's 4 hours, right? So if I'm getting paid $7.25 an hour, right? That means that I never see this $7.25 And so now I'm not getting none of my money. And I'm tipping out your DJ and your motherfucking security guard. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Monday. That's nuts. That's nuts. During the relevant time period, Hale normally worked 16 hours during most work weeks. 16 hours. Okay. At all times during the relevant time period, defendants required, now the defendants is the people she's suing, Hale to pay its employee, agent, manager, and / or owner, because they don't know who dude is, Baller, a portion of the total tips she earned. So now you have her paying the house, you got her paying the DJ, and you got her paying security, and then she turns around and pays somebody named Baller, who they don't fucking know, money, right? Now, during the relevant time period, Baller took a portion of the tips Hale earned during 2 or 3 of the shifts she worked each week. 2 or 3 shifts, bro. And this is a dude, so I can just imagine how many of those weeks it was 3 shifts instead of 2. You feel me? Defendants were aware and or approved of Baller's confiscating of the tips of Hale and other dancers. See, it is other girls that's out there, bro. If y'all is out there, gang, go get with Shorty, man. Go get y'all money, man. Don't just let her. Y'all go leave. See, y'all go in there and y'all females, bro. Like, it's crazy to me, gang. Like how against each other that y'all can be in certain aspects of life. Like, you feel me? Like, and then what's crazy, right, is if she wins this lawsuit, now here come a whole slew of females that's finna be going and trying to get up under her, right? But instead of y'all being up under her right now, you know what I'm saying? Instead of leaving her out there in the cold by her motherfucking self, y'all gonna try to wait and see what her outcome is. Nah, gang. Go get up with y'all motherfucking comrade and get shit popping. You feel me? As plaintiff made management, including defendant Barney, aware of Baller's confiscating of tens of thousands of dollars from her and of her objections to this practice. So she went and told the owners, hey, dude, taking my bread, and I ain't for none of that. And they asked, let it happen. During the relevant time period, the amounts Baller took from Hale's tips ranged from $500 to $1,500 and were taken 2 to 3 times per week, gang. So if we want to, let's just put that in the middle. We're not going to even call it 500. We'll just say, we're going to call it 1,000. Let's put it there. Let's put it at 1,000. That's $3,000 per week that a motherfucker took from her from September to September, gang. 12 months. 3,000 per week is 52 weeks in a year. You feel me? So you doing 3,000 times 52. Man, that's enough. That's enough to go and burn that motherfucker to the ground. During the relevant time period, defendants were aware of the actual number of hours Hale worked during each week. So now this is where they start saying, right, that they got to compensate her, right? So now they got to compensate her for Section 6 of the FLSA requires that defendants compensate Hale at a rate of no less than $7.25 per hour for every hour worked in a work week. So now they finna have to back pay. If she wins this, they'll have to back pay that $7.25 from the day from any days that she ever worked at Magic City from 2022. But they saying the relevant time period. So I would think that she got fired probably during in 23 sometimes. But either way, they got to go back and they got to back pay her all that, right? Then at all times during the relevant time period, because of the kickbacks, Hale was required to pay to Baller and house, DJ, and security fees. Magic City was not entitled to utilize the FLSA tip credit. ladies, y'all listen. I hope y'all listening, man. If y'all know any strippers, if y'all know any females, anybody that see this, if y'all know any type of females that dance, man, either show them this video or just run this information by them and see if they can use the game, because I'm sure it's a lot of them that's doing this. At all times during the relevant time period, defendants failed to compensate Hale at a rate of $7.25 per hour. Defendants willfully failed to compensate her. So now, okay. Upon information and belief in failing or refusing to pay Hale minimum wage as required by the FLSA, defendants have not relied on any letter ruling from the Department of Labor indicating that Hale was not entitled to minimum wage. So when they saying this, they saying that Magic City ain't produced nothing in writing form that shows that from the Department of Labor that shows that they could have basically took her money. You know what I'm saying? Defendant's conduct constitutes willful violations of 206 of the FLSA, entitling Hale to all relief afforded under the FLSA, including the award of liquidated damages. Oh, that's crazy. That liquidated shit, that means everything. They finna go through all of anything that got hurt. So if she missed a car note, if she missed that's everything. In or about September 23, Hale complained to Magic City's management regarding her unpaid hours and defendant's requirement that she pay kickbacks to Baller. So they fired her in 2023. Ooh, so now she gonna be able to sue them for all of the money, right? All of the money that got took from her, right? Hold on. It was retaliation. On September 30th, 2023, defendants under the Twitter name Magic City Atlanta posted and published a statement in reference to plaintiff that this girl does not work here and is crazy as fuck. That's not how you handle. See, this is how you know that they just you get somebody some money and a little power and they just be stupid. They dumb as hell. This is not how you handle that. And anybody who was running that Twitter page or that account for Magic City, if Magic City as the owner saw this, you're a dumbass. You are a dumbass. Like, you should have never let nobody write that. Defendants published the disparaging September 3rd, 2023 statement about plaintiff to discredit her allegations of and objections to FLSA violations and for other statutorily protected speech and to retaliate against her for engaging in such protected activity. This is crazy, bro. So, like, at the end of the day, she finna get a lot of money. And she's taking it to trial, and the judge too, right? So Magic City put the emotions to get this dismissed, thrown out, all types of shit, and now it's set for a jury trial because the judge denied all the motions. So the judge denying the motions, gang, y'all should have settled out of court, and they scared. They can't. If they settle out of court, right, then that means that bro, this could quite frankly this could capsize a lot of this strip club shit. By requiring Hale to pay a portion of the tip she earned to an employee, agent, manager, and or owner of Magic City, defendants were not entitled to utilize the FLSA tip credit. So basically saying that Magic City done cut so many corners. They robbing everybody. They using a tip credit to be able to rob the motherfucking dancers. And then they, on top of using the tip credit to rob the dancers of their minimum wage, they turning around and they making the dancers tip every motherfucking body. And then they got a motherfucker coming in that's taking money on behalf of the club. Like, that's crazy. As a result of the underpayment of minimum wages as alleged above, Hale is entitled to payment of minimum wages in an amount to be determined at trial in accordance with 29 U.S. Oh my God, they finna die. She is finna fuck these people up, as well as the return of all kickbacks. Bro, do y'all know how much money that is? Do y'all know? As a result of the willful underpayment of minimum wages and required kickbacks and lack of any good faith defense for their conduct, Hale is entitled to liquidated damages. Oh, man. As a result of the violations of the FLSA as alleged above, Hale is entitled to reimbursement of her costs of litigation, including her reasonable attorney's fees. Defendants' violations of the minimum wage provisions of the FLSA as described above were willful, entitling plaintiff to a 3-year statute of limitations pursuant to two. Oh man, that's crazy. Oh man. At all times, material hereto Magic City by and through its employees, agents, managers, or owners kept tips received by Hale. At all times, material hereto Magic City regularly and willfully kept tips received by Hale in the amount of thousands of dollars. At all times, material hereto defendants allowed an employee, agent, manager, / or owner to keep a portion of tips. That's that baller dude. Magic City's retention of tips earned by Hale, including their distribution of Hale's tips to employee. God. Yep. In or about September 23, Hale complained to Magic City's management regarding defendant's failure to properly compensate her for all hours worked in her earned tips. In or about September 2023, Hale complained to Magic City management regarding defendant's requirement that she pay a portion of the tips she earned to owners and or management. Playing to Barney regarding the requirement that she pay a portion of her tips she earned to Baller. Upon information and belief, defendants with retaliatory animus disparaged plaintiff to the management of at least one other gentleman's club. Ooh, you can't do that. In a successful effort to prevent plaintiff from obtaining work as a dancer in that club. As a result of defendant's unlawful retaliation, Hale has suffered loss of employment, emotional distress, loss of income, and other employee benefits in amounts to be proven at. She is fit to fuck these people up. She is finna fuck these people up. That retaliate. Oh my God, sexual harassment. Where the hell did this come from, gang? Magic City manager Tanisha Lamb. Damn, Tanisha. You done fucked up. Known as Nene, sexually harassed and assaulted the plaintiff several times each month throughout plaintiff's employment. Miss Lamb groped the plaintiff on a weekly basis by forcibly grabbing her breasts and buttocks. Damn, Nene, see that be that butch ass shit. That be that butch ass wannabe stud shit. See, I feel like studs should just be cute. Once you've reached the hey bro stage of stud, like then you a dude, and when you doing aggressive shit, like you ain't that's crazy. Miss Lamb would often make vulgar statements to the plaintiff such as, "I want to eat you and fuck your throat." Wait, Miss Lamb, how do you you see how confused y'all? How are you going to fuck her throat, ma'am? Ma'am, what do you have, ma'am, that you can penetrate her throat to fuck it with? See, this is the shit that just pisses me completely the fuck off. Oh, she got text messages. Plaintiff was subjected to acts of sexual harassment and assault on a regular and reoccurring basis to the extent that it was severe and pervasive and materially affected plaintiff's terms of employment and created a sexually hostile work environment. Oh, when they get to saying them words right there, sexually hostile work environment, it's guaranteed you pay money. Hostile work environment equals guaranteed loss of money. Plaintiff made it known to Miss Lamb that her sexual touching and comments were unwelcome and attempted to avoid Miss Lamb whenever possible. Sexual harassment of plaintiff was extreme and pervasive, and by Paradise Entertainment Group Inc.'s failure to stop it was made a terms of condition of plaintiff's employment. On more than one occasion, plaintiff expressly complained to Michael Barney Sr. that Nene was touching her in an unwelcome sexual manner. Upon information and belief, no action was taken. The sexual harassment continued. She got emotional distress now. Oh man, yep, they finna give us some money. And she did it federally. She didn't just go, no, y'all can pause these to read them if y'all want to. But she did that. She did this federally. Ooh. She coming for it all, gang. She want everything. You know, one thing I could say about this is this, right? A person's job is their job. I don't give no fuck what it is. When you get up and you leave your house to go and make whatever funds you need to make to fund whatever life that you live in, that is your job. It don't matter how easy you might think it is, or how this you might think it is, or how that is this person's job. And that they should be paid according to the work that they do, you know. And at the end of the day, yes, females in these places and positions can be sexually harassed. They can be raped. They can be all of the above. It does not matter the type of job that a woman has. The job is the job, right? If I own a store, my job is to ring you up at this cash register for the items that you came in here and picked up. If you run out the store with these items, you have just stolen from me. You are a thief. You can't say, oh, I stole from the store, or, hey, well, they was in there. No. So, you know, just because a female might do, you know, some work that you deem to be unholy, it does not mean that you can come and take the product when you want to, or you can treat them and do what you want to with them. To be honest though, I've always had a problem with that practice in strip clubs and all of that. And I mean, call it what you want to. Most of the people who will see this that probably know me or say they know why I feel like that. But whatever. All I'm saying is I've never liked that. We ain't tipping nobody out. Nothing. Whatever. They get it how y'all live then. Take it like Tyson is how I look at it. But I do hope she win, and I hope whoever else, whatever other females, I hope this video blows up. And females all over start to see this, and y'all start to understand and look further into what's going on, because a lot of y'all might be entitled to hundreds of thousands of dollars if you can just prove and articulate yourself in a manner to go about it in a way that you need to where you can come out on top. But with that being that, man, hey, leave me a comment, man. Let me know what y'all think. Do y'all think that they did her bogus? Like, was they foul as hell? Whoever this, what's his name, Barney guy? Hey, Barney, give her money. Fuck wrong with you, man? You know what I'm saying? Like this, like the video for me so it can make it into the algorithm, so all the other strippers can see it and they can go and get up with Shorty and they can go bind together like Voltron and go get their motherfucking money, man. Subscribe to the channel if you ain't already subscribed, and hit the bell so you can know when I drop shit, because I'm on a 90-day run, and trust me, I will not miss. Until then, man, gone.